Hi friends, I'm Alexandra from Daily Grind Redefined, and today I'm going to talk to you about, well, not really a product, it's not a makeup product or anything like that, but it's something that's essential in life, and that is something that you can keep all your notes, your daily activities, your to-do lists, basically a planner, but a planner on steroids. And if you're like me and when you're a kid you love going back to school shopping, you love getting new pens, new binders, new paper, and you want it all to look perfect, then this video is for you because I'm an expert at that. My OCD kicks in and I like to have something, you know, that's I can universally use throughout my life and in anything that I want, whether it's taking notes, whether it's doodling, a diary, and a planner that I can meld work and personal into one, which is really important to me. And I know in this day and age, a lot of people, you know, just use their phones, and I do use my phone for, you know, important events, meetings, and things like that, so I can get a notification. But for day-to-day life, I really do enjoy having something in my hand that I can write down my tasks and cross them off, and there's something to that. It feels like you're accomplishing something versus just deleting it from your phone. So to me, I really enjoy it, and it helps keep me on track in life. I'm not sure if you guys know, but I'm an attorney, and also, you know, I'm starting this whole new venture in life, which is my blogging and the YouTube and all that. So I really need to have something that I can categorize and prioritize the tasks I need to accomplish each day. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to my new traveler's notebook, which is Mr. Darcy Butter Rum by Chic Sparrow, and I blanked on the name, but it's really, really amazing, and I got a lot of accessories and spent a lot of time, an inordinate amount of time, researching what I needed for a traveler's notebook, and I did kind of meld it to make it my own in a way that suits me, that I enjoy. But anyways, I will show you what I did personally. And I watched so many freaking YouTube videos on this. It was crazy. The idea of a bullet journal intrigued me, and I got two. And as I said, OCD, I started to try to decorate them like the YouTubers were doing to make it look pretty. Unfortunately, my handwriting is shit, so I messed it up, and then I tried to put some like art over it because I'm kind of an artist. I like to paint my own paintings and such. I'll show you that on another day. But it didn't work out. It bled through. The pages were ruined. They're falling out. So I ended up throwing two away, which was unfortunate and a waste of like about $50. So I want to help you avoid that if you're anything like me and want things to look perfect. So I will go through this with you and explain to you approximately how much each thing costs, and you can judge whether it's worth it for your budget or if you even care about these things. You know, and you can kind of make it your own and, you know, put this together in a way that suits your lifestyle. So without further ado, I will jump into it. Okay, so this is a traveler's notebook. You have really four. You could put four small inserts in here. I use three, and I'll show you what I use each of them for. But it's just basically a folio, empty. And you can use it to store an assortment of notebooks, which is awesome because I use a physical planner. Typically, I just used it for work and then would use my phone for personal things. But I would like to meld the two in some way, but I don't want to carry multiple notebooks, and that's way too much and too clunky. I'd rather have one thing that I can use everything for. So that's how I came across the traveler's notebook. And I did do a lot of research into bullet journaling before I started this whole system. It really didn't work for me because I like to have structure. I don't like to just write randomly on pages and then reference it in an index without some sort of monthly spread. I need that order, that I know that, okay, on these pages I'm going to be talking about you know, this is the calendar for each month. On these pages, this is my brain dump. On these pages, these are my blog ideas. So basically, I wanted some kind of structure with a bullet journal feel. So I'll show you how I melded these together, and it's working out pretty well for me. I haven't really done too much bullet journaling yet because I just got the system set up about 3 weeks ago, but I am enjoying it, and I think I'll stick with it. I'll update you, you know, down the line if that changes. But for now, I'm very, very happy with it. So I'm going to put this together for you, and then we can discuss how I set each section up, okay? These are little flags, what is it called, sticky labels, whatever, Post-it. And I really like the colors. I think they're cool. It's called like Festival or Carnival Edition. There's 100 little Post-it notes on here, and there's 100 per this very, very teeny pack, and I think that's really hard to find online. You want something that's business card size. Let's see if I can focus this for you. You want something that's business card size because it's not going to fit in the pockets of your bullet journal. And I experimented a little bit and, you know, went wrong a few times, so I hope I can help you out. These Post-it notes here are amazing, and it's a 100 count sheet. I can't really remember what it says, but it's like a traveler's edition, so you could take it on the go. This was, how much was this? It was $10 on Amazon, which is actually pretty pricey, but for my needs, it was great because I'm not going to use it that much, and it will last me a long time. So I'm happy with it. And with regard to these gold teardrop clips, those were like $6 on Amazon. You can Google it. I absolutely love them. And as an aside, with the Hobonichi Techo Planner, which I will be talking about, I hope I'm saying that right. Techo or Techno? Probably Techo. Hobonichi Techo Planner. They really don't bleed through very much. It really works nicely with this paper. So I'll get into that in a little bit. But those are the accessories. Okay, so here's the Hobonichi. I decided, because my bullet journal was full with all these other things that I needed, I decided to use the front cover here for my monthly calendar, an editorial calendar for my blog. I haven't filled it in yet, but it's going to be basically my sample, my monthly goal for my calendar and what I want to publish each month. And I printed this on just sticky paper, sticky white label paper. You could buy it on Amazon for about $10, and you can configure your printer or your computer to print to A5 size, which is the size of this planner. Mr. Darcy, it's an A5. So you can configure these printouts to fit actually in the planner, or you can draw them yourself, but un momento. Hi, Bobby. Okay, sorry for the delay, everyone, or for the interruption, rather. My husband came home with my dog, and he was scratching on the door, and I get a little self-conscious when I'm filming, so I stopped, but I'm back. I believe we're on the monthly editorial calendar, and I was just saying I'm going to use this as a template for my blogging and what I want to produce each month. What I love about the Hobonichi Techo Planner is the pages. They're super thin. It's a Japanese planner. They're super thin, but just, I mean, amazing paper, amazing quality. It bleeds through way less than the bullet journal, which has much thicker paper. It's just such great quality. I truly recommend it to anyone who wants to use this in their traveler's notebook. So I actually got this bullet journal, or this planner a few months into the year, and I didn't want to waste the pages. So what I decided to do was take some washi paper or washi tape and the shipping label paper and tape over the months. So it was January through January and February. That's it. But I put the washi paper or the tape in the washi paper over the month, so I can actually use this as an extension for my bullet journal should I need to do so. And I mentioned earlier that I would show you the permanent marker metallic. I use that also to cover up the months so I didn't bulk out. One thing you need to know that if you use too much washi tape, which I made the mistake of doing and had to take off to cover the months, it's going to bulk up the planner so much that it's just awkward and it doesn't fit right in the bullet or in the traveler's notebook. I will get all these names right one day. So be careful of that. You can even see from the limited amount that I have, it's bulking up. So try not to put too much, especially in one place, such as the top. So a good solution to that will be the permanent markers and to color onto the paper as such, because it doesn't bulk things up. And you can see I melded the two together. I did some lines, washi tape. Be aware that this does take quite some time, but for me it's worth it because I'm going to be using this all year and I want a product that I'm happy with. I do admit that it does look maybe a tiny bit childish with all the coloring and the stickers and whatnot, but I enjoy it and fuck it, right? I mean, fuck it. Who cares? We're adults, but we're allowed to have some fun. We're allowed to be creative and experiment, and what better way to do that on such a personal item? No one's going to be seeing this, you know, aside from you. You're going to make this your own. I intend to actually use some of these pages as hopefully a journal to keep track of my thoughts and stuff like that as the year progresses. So make it your own. Do whatever you want. Don't worry about what other people are going to think or what their expectations are. Now this is, I bought these little notebooks from Amazon for like $10 or something. It's called North Books. So if you Google North Books, you should be able to find it. They're fairly cheap, I believe under $10 for 3. And I took this stickers actually from the Chic Sparrow traveler's notebook, and I thought it looked cool there. And then I printed on the sticky paper Anything Goes 2018 and did some washi tape. So basically this is the notebook that I don't have to care about you know, what I put in there or the order, and just something that if I'm doing some research but I don't have any particular place to put it, I put it in here. And last but not least is the bullet journal, and this is an A5 size bullet journal, and I just remember the name. It's Leuchtturm. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but this is the original maker of the original bullet journal. So again, I did the same thing as on the planner. I, made the front covers my own. This is a yearly overview of my stats, which I haven't started filling out yet. But I got these from Etsy, and if you want a printable kind of paper for your bullet journal to record your blog stuff, I recommend it because I'm a perfectionist. I tried to write it on my own in my previous bullet journals, and it didn't look very nice, and I ended up throwing them away. So I figured I'd spend $20, buy the printables for the bullet journal, print it on the sticky paper, and then that way I can't mess it up. Anyway, I found this to be a good solution for me because it looks nice and clean, and I'm not going to throw this one away. So here's the key that came with the bullet journal, which I mimicked for the planner. And things of that nature, and I'd be very happy to go through this if you guys request it and you're interested to see what each page says for my blog, or I could direct you to where I purchased this printable for the blog. But for this purpose of this video, I just kind of wanted to show you the setup. I also did leave some free pages, so those are the pages that I wrote in instead of pre-typed. Which is very useful. As you go along, you're going to realize that you need those free pages for ideas that pop up that you hadn't thought of when you first developed it. So I definitely recommend that. After that, I have months. So for each month, April through December, I have a monthly overview, editorial calendar, topic brainstorm, to-do list, notes, and the blog posts. So I'm going to start brainstorming the blog posts that I'm going to do for that month. I will go over this all in more detail, but for now I wanted to just show you the setup of my traveler's notebook. And if anyone is interested in the bullet journal itself, I'd be very happy to walk you through my setup page by page and a lot more detailed. But for now, thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Alright everyone, have a great night. I appreciate it. Good night.